Welcome to Finding Meaning Through Objects Past, Present, and Future. This is an expressive arts activity and a debrief after. My name's Kim Rogers. I am a longtime Yukoner, a mom, musician, a registered social worker and counselor for 20 years. And I also have some training in expressive arts facilitation, which is what we're going to do today. I own a business called Valkyrie Expressive Art Journeys. And I thought I would just talk about why I chose the Valkyrie as my business icon. So here is an image of a Valkyrie. And she is a powerful feminine icon that originates in Norse mythology. And one of the things the Valkyries are known for is guiding people in some kind of spiritual or personal journey. So that's why I felt that fit nicely with what I would like to do with people. So I use that icon for my business name. So we're going to do, or I'm going to lead an expressive arts activity today. And I thought I would just give a little bit of information about what expressive arts is, how it works, that kind of thing. And then I will guide you through the activity. So what is expressive arts? Expressive arts is any type of spontaneous creative activity that also has an intended wellness benefit. So in today's case, it's being done in a facilitated way. So I will be guiding you in this process in a specific activity. So some of the examples that can be used in expressive art are drawing, painting, music, listening to music, creating music, writing, dance, body movement, sculpture, photography, or creating art pieces out in nature, eco art, I would call that. So it's really a variety of activities that you could do. And you can also combine some of those activities together into one activity, which is also kind of a neat way to do things. That's kind of what we're doing today. So expressive arts uses creative activities intentionally to either achieve relaxation, to express emotions or thoughts in a more intuitive way, to gain insight, to gather information about a specific issue in your life, to connect to some sort of a higher power that could perhaps guide you through the art making or the activity that you're doing. It can be a way to kind of solidify your strengths or discover what they are, to find a direction or maybe set some goals. And it can also be just something fun to do that doesn't have to be for any specific purpose other than you enjoy doing it. And it puts you in a positive headspace or heart space without having a lot of expectations or judgment put on top of it. So how does expressive arts work as a therapeutic tool? So it's an alternative to talk therapy in helping achieve some sort of a wellness goal. So creating things spontaneously or doing some type of creative activity in a spontaneous way really opens us up to the intuitive parts of our brain, gets us away from that thinking, doing, logical side, and gets us more in touch with our intuition. And this can help us open up to receiving guidance if that's what we're looking for. When we're in that intuitive side of our brain and we're in the creative zone, we're more open to receiving messages from our higher self that can really guide us to what we're supposed to be doing or things that can help us achieve what we want to achieve in this life. Expressive arts can really help with self-awareness as well. Sometimes through doing an expressive activity, you might not at the time understand what it is what kind of insights you're receiving until after, when you do some reflection. So it can really be a way to bring self-awareness to the surface through a different way than talking about yourself. it's more hands-on, experiential way to short circuit that connection to yourself. The other important benefit of expressive arts is the part where you are sharing what you've done with either a person or a group of people. And that can be very therapeutic in that it allows you to receive gentle feedback if that's what you're after. It's a way for you to be seen, be heard, be validated, be encouraged, connect to people in a positive way through whatever you've created. And that can be very healing for people. So I think the debrief part of expressive arts after the activity itself is when you're actually sharing what you've done or listening to others share what they've done can be very therapeutic process as well. So what's the difference between expressive arts facilitation and art therapy? So even though what we're doing today has therapeutic benefits, what we're doing is not therapy in the traditional sense of the word. Art therapy is a specialized profession. It requires specific training, and the work is done one-on-one in a counseling setting. It focuses heavily on creating visual arts with clients for a specific psychological outcome, rather than branching off into other varieties of creativity, such as what we're doing today. The work that an art therapist does is based very solidly on the one-to-one relationship that they establish with a client, and it's usually longer-term work. So for instance, I'm doing therapeutic work with you today, however, I may not know you. So there's really no client-counselor relationship here, but yet I can still lead an activity that's therapeutic for you. So that's the difference really between expressive arts facilitating and people who are pursuing art therapy. Expressive arts facilitators have different training and they play a less specific role than an art therapist. We design activities that guide clients gently to discover insights about themselves and reach their own meanings that make sense for them. And this can happen in a variety of settings, such as workshops like this, hospitals, schools, correctional facilities, chronic care homes. Any type of a group setting is perfect for expressive arts facilitation. And in those settings, you don't need to know everyone who's there or have a therapeutic relationship established with them. You can still kind of guide the participants to reach some insights that are meaningful for them. The focus is on spontaneous expression. It might not have a predetermined outcome. It allows people an intuitive experience with creativity that may or may not reveal therapeutic insights. So it could be just for fun or relaxation without having to reveal anything deep or meaningful, or it can be very meaningful. And it's every person will have a different experience with the expressive art activity. So today, I thought I would design something that looks at the past, the present, and the future. And we're going to do that through finding objects in your home or in your immediate environment or outside your home that represent your past, your present, and your future. So 3 different objects. You can bring them with you to your computer or your phone or wherever you're at. You can go seek them out in your home and bring them to you. You can go and take a picture of something if it's too big to move or it's too awkward to move it. You can bring the photograph with you back to your seat. You don't have to it doesn't have to be a small item. It can be something big. But yeah, I would like you to have some time to go and gather these items and then do some journaling about them. And I've got the journal prompts in the chat box for you. So they're loaded up into there. And when you're ready, you can just get into the chat there and find out what the prompts are and do some writing. And then after that, we will do a little bit of a debrief and a discussion. And you can share or not share as you wish. You can just listen. You can share part of what you did or part of what you got out of the activity. You don't have to share anything at all. It's fully up to you, and the feedback is also optional. If you want feedback from others, you can invite it. If you prefer not to, that is perfectly fine too. So that's what we're going to do today. Yeah, I guess one of the points of this particular activity is just to kind of be reminded what may have changed for you over time. So by looking at past, present, future, it's kind of a way to connect with, well, how have I changed, or what has changed in my life? And then possibly set an intention for where you would like to go in the future based on your past and your present. It can just kind of solidify the things that you've learned, and also to feel seen, feel heard, feel validated for the things that you've learned in your life. So I always start with a bit of a guided meditation to bring people to the present, to kind of focus everyone's thoughts to where you are and where you're at, and bring everything right here to the present moment, rather than being distracted by the past or the future. This is designed to bring you to the present and get your mind kind of calmed and focused and ready to create something. So I will turn on a little bit of calming music here. And I've got a meditation that I will guide you through. So here we go. Someone could put in the chat box whether they can hear this music going. Yes, okay, awesome. I'm hoping that my voice will be able to be heard over top of this. If it's music's too loud, please just pop a message in the chat and I'll turn it down. Okay, so let's find a comfortable position. Do any adjusting you need physically to be comfortable. You can put your feet on the ground if you like. You can close your eyes if you like. You can focus on something in the room that's going to calm and focus your thoughts. If you don't want to close your eyes, that's perfectly okay. And the intention of the meditation is to give you some time to appreciate the present, to help you take a break from striving, achieving, and future thinking, which can cause stress. We'll let go of thinking about past things, which can cause anxiety or self-judgment. The past and the future can both pull you away from the appreciation of all the blessings we have right now. So I'll invite you to bring some attention to your breathing. Just breathe in a rhythm that feels natural for you, while noticing each breath coming in and going out. Imagine warmth spreading across you as you melt further into relaxation. Focus on your body, taking a brief scan from your head to your toes, identifying body parts along the way that capture your attention, noticing how they feel right now, and all the physical capabilities that your body has for you to appreciate. Acknowledge these abilities as they come to your mind and take a moment to be fully present with your physical self. Keeping your attention on your breath, breathe in some appreciation for the gifts that are inside of you, such as your thoughts, your feelings, your talents, your inner qualities, as well as any gifts on the outside, such as your physical health, your experiences in the world, your skills and your accomplishments. Think of the people you love and care about the most. There's so much greatness to notice. No matter what is happening or how you may feel today, you are surrounded by blessings, protection, and gifts. Take a moment to breathe all of these in. Now bring your attention even further inward to the place that is your spirit, where your deepest self feels most at home. Your spirit is connected to everything and everyone. Your body, your surroundings, where you live, the entire earth, the higher power that guides you, the spiritual place within you, all are connected. And as you sit breathing in the appreciation of this present moment, right here and now, acknowledge the magical truth that your spirit is powerful and you bring unique gifts to the world and to the time and space that we are sharing with each other today. When you're ready, bring your attention to your fingers and your toes, wiggling them awake as you slowly, easily, and gently open your gaze, come back into your personal space and the space we find ourselves together in today. I hope that helps people get into the present moment for creating. I am now going to set a timer for about 45 minutes. I'll check in with people around the 45-minute point. And this time is for you to go and find your 3 objects, your past, your present, and your future. And come back and find the journal prompts here in the chat. Get your paper out and journal. Use the prompts for journaling however way you want to use them. You don't have to do them all. You don't have to write a lot. You can pick the ones that speak to you the most. It's really meant to be a way for you to connect with these 3 objects that you're going to go and find or take pictures of, or however you would like to do this. So I'm going to leave the music going, and I'm going to turn my computer to a kind of a neutral visual, and I'm going to go off and do this too with you. And then in 45 minutes, I'll come back and see where everyone's at, if we need more time or not. And then we can maybe move to the debrief if we're ready. Have fun.